1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Back with Anthony McCarron and Jastremski, I say a statement, and these guys have to give me a thumbs up if they agree and a thumbs down if they disagree. The Knicks were the 5 seed last year, the biggest move they made this offseason with signing Donte DiVincenzo. So thumbs up or thumbs down. The Knicks have done enough this offseason to contend in the East. Anthony, why do you agree with that statement?
I think that the Knicks' strategy of hunting stars, which I think is where JJ might be going, has failed miserably for a long, long time. And I like the idea of them developing a young core. And I think we're still seeing this team on the upswing here. So a role player to me like DiVincenzo, who can shoot and play defense, which will please the coach, obviously. 40% from three-point land last year, too, JJ. So he is an offensive player as well. I think that sort of stuff, plus retaining Josh Hart, is enough for them to take another step in their development as a potential contender next season. They don't have to get the best player in the NBA. I know Knicks fans want them to hunt that every single offseason, but it just doesn't work all the time.
So I agree with that, and I understand that to some degree. And there wasn't necessarily a player available to the New York Knicks that was going to alter things for them as far as what they're trying to do. And I really like, for what it's worth, Anthony, what they are trying to do. But as far as contending to win the Eastern Conference, you got to have one of those guys if you're going to go and do so. And I see Giannis in Milwaukee. I see Jason Tatum in Boston. And I see, who am I blanking on? Jimmy Butler with the Miami Heat. I love Jalen Brunson. I think he's a slight notch below those guys. Therefore, I think the Knicks will be right where they were a year ago. Good team, but not a championship caliber team.
I would love to see them in the conversation. This is also the first year of the NBA's in-season tournament. The Knicks will face the Bucks, the Wizards, the Heat, and the Hornets in group play in November. Thumbs up or thumbs down? People will watch the inaugural in-season tournament. JJ.
So I think people are intrigued by something different. I think that's what it boils down to. Now, full disclosure, does it matter a whole lot for me having a mid-season NBA tournament when I know the playoffs are coming up in April? Not particularly, but anytime you see something for the first time, there's this novelty of it. So yeah, Anthony, when you have an 82-game season, and a lot of the critiques around the NBA are season feels like it's taking forever, load management, whatever the case may be, I'm at least fascinated to see, all right, in-season tournament, how's it look?
Yeah, I think the novelty is the big thing here. Maybe the knockout part of it will get to add some sizzle. And look, I mean, the whole idea here is to get people to watch the NBA during what has been kind of a dead period for them, too, because it's early in the season. It's right when the NFL and college football is going crazy, and our eyes are turning to that after the initial, excitement over the beginning of the NBA season. So that's what they're going for here. And I think that they'll get that initially. I wonder if down the line, they think that this might combat load management. I mean, I don't know about that, JJ. Oh, wait a minute, it's a tournament game. We can't sit our guys. I think they'll be sitting their guys if they have to, and we'll see how that evolves as this thing keeps going.
Totally agree. I wish that statement said people should watch. That way you could disagree with that, because I don't think they should out of principle, because I don't like the change, but I do think it's a great opportunity for the guys to make some extra money. All right, Joel Embiid caused the latest shockwave in Philadelphia, removing the city from his social media bios this week, which has Knicks fans dreaming of the reigning MVP coming to New York. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Joel Embiid should want to play for the Knicks. Anthony, why not?
Well, I mean, I think this is, my answer is more of whether what happened with the social media thing is going to result in him playing for the Knicks, which I don't think it will, because I think he loves this kind of trolling. I mean, I'm not the first one to point this out, but doesn't he go by Joel Troll on social media as well? So he's hyper aware of what the sphere is doing here. So I think this is kind of a jab maybe at the Sixers management. I don't think necessarily at the city of Philadelphia. So I don't think this opens up, JJ, some sort of big thing that has him, coming all the way to New York and playing here. I mean, that's fun things for Knicks fans to think about, but I don't think it's happening.
You may be right about that, but the question, I believe, Michelle, was, should Joel Embiid want to play for the New York Knicks? And I think he should. I think the Knicks have a really good thing going. You get to play with somebody as dynamic and as terrific as Jalen Brunson. I'm dreaming of that 1-2 punch, Michelle. Can we make that happen? Let's go here.
How you getting him on the roster, though?
I'll figure that out in the offseason. I don't know. That's not my job.